That's different turkey. Hmm. Not going to be able to find it now. Three minutes. So that's about normal, 3 minutes. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our mini readings this evening. Welcome, welcome. I'll put my little thing in, and Jen will probably put hers in too. I don't know why we're still showing. Again, last night it took a long time for that to come back. I've really got to take the time and message them and to ask them what's going on, if they can fix this. See, my screen looks great. My screen is even clearer than what the screen for YouTube is. YouTube's a little, it's not real clear with me. But my screen for going through my software, my window's perfect. It's clean, it's sharp, it's bright. I don't know what the problem is. There, we got our point across. I'm back. Yeah, it's still orange here. So, hello, Dr. Estrada. Get the cards out here. I'm just trying to wake up. Everybody bear with me if I seem to get lost or confused. I took my glasses to town with me. There they are. Okay, I took them back out of my purse. It was a gorgeous day today here in Chance Harbor. I had the dog out long before even lunchtime. It was still morning. I got my act together because I knew I had to go out. So I was up and dressed and took him out in the yard. And I just sat there for about half an hour in the sun. I got the best yard. We don't get a whole lot of wind in my yard. But neighbors right next door, the property next door, they're like a wind tunnel. Would knock you right over, no matter what time of day or year. So, hi, Sebi. You don't need to have PayPal. You don't need to be a member. You can go in. I think there's a little checkbox in there somewhere or something you click. It says one time only. So if you click that, you don't need to be a member. They're going to ask you to sign up, but it's not necessary. I'm still orange. I am still orange. I just seen. Where did it go? Oh, I hate when that happens. When you lose something, I gotta. Let's see. This is gonna come up tonight, so I gotta make sure. Double check the time here. I don't want to know the day. I want to know the exact time. You bugger. Here we go. Oh, 19, 12:19. 12:19 tonight is what it is. Jennifer. Where'd you go? There she is. Yes, winter solstice is 19 minutes after the midnight hour, wherever you're located at. It's 12:19 my time. Oh, my tea, my tea. I need it so bad I might get up and make another cup. So that'd be like 11:19 your time, Jennifer. Anybody wants to know, they can just Google that, eh? That just like I did. I thought it was 09, 12:09 was 12:19. I was close, but no cigar. Oh, and Jennifer, before we get busy, I tell you what I started to talk about earlier. Your doppelganger. We're heading into West St. John, west side of the city. That's how the direction I have to go home anyway. It's a couple of little stops we made in West St. John before hitting the highway. And my son Tim, he says, so you got everything. You have not forgetting. And I didn't have a list. That's why I forgot my garland. I've got my tree's piece of crap this year. And then I said, no, there's one thing that I missed. I couldn't remember the name of it. I said, it's a thickener, it's white powder. It's a thickener. I can't think of what it's called. And I just forgot it again. Oh, my God almighty. My head today, I've been doing this all day, just spaced. Oh, for God's sake. It'll drive me nuts until I look. There it is, right on. Okay. Cornstarch. I forgot a box of cornstarch because I'd run out and I needed it for the holidays. So we stopped in a local, well, they're a chain of grocery stores called Selby's. That's it, Jennifer, cornstarch. Anyways, I go in there and I don't know Selby's real well. It's a nice store. It's a lovely store. But I don't shop there, and a lot of people don't shop there for one reason. They're pretty expensive. They're more expensive than my big superstore. So, in I go. I find the aisle. Baking needs. I go up. They've only got one kind of cornstarch. It's way back. Like a lot of people have, like they need to restock that section, the cornstarch. And it's on the top shelf, and I'm going, I can't even reach back that far. What am I going to do? I'm looking around, and then I see some stuff hanging on display, and their big long wooden skewers, a whole pack of them. I said, that'll do. I went over to grab them. And I'm going like this. I knock the box of cornstarch over, and I'm trying to pull it towards me, and I hear this voice behind me. I guess I am not alone. I have to do the same thing every time I go grocery shopping. I turn around, look, and there you were, right there. I said, oh my God. She looks like Jennifer. And I reacted to her like I knew her. I smiled and said, Oh, hi. Yeah, that's a real pain in the butt. She said, I'll get it for you. I'm used to it. And she was probably, well, she'd be younger than me. She's closer to your age. And damned if she didn't grab a hold of one shelf and she started to climb up. And the box I knocked over, she grabbed it. She said, you did have to work. You made it easy. Like this. And she had when she come around the corner and said, I turned around, look, she's pushing her grocery cart with one hand and eating a sandwich with the other. So when she climbed up, she put the sandwich in her mouth and she's doing this and she reaches and pulls this back. And all I'm thinking the whole time, oh my God, she just missing the glasses. She looked so much like you. It wasn't funny. It freaked me out a little bit. I was like, wow, you know? And I said, yeah, years ago, you used to be able to look up at the top shelf and they'd have a big, long metal pole with a hook so you could get stuff. She said, yeah, they don't do that anymore. I don't think anywhere because they're liable if you fall, you know. So they don't want to encourage anybody climbing the shelves, right? And I said, yeah, well, thank you very much. I said like that. She goes, you're very welcome. She giggles. She goes, Merry Christmas. And I said, Merry Christmas to you too. She went that way and I went this way. So, oh my God. I'm like, she almost looked when she come around the corner and seen the struggles I was having when I was trying to do. She looked like she got right off on it. Oh, I can do that for you. Let me do that. I'm used to it. So I said, if I try to go, and I said, if I slip, it wouldn't be nice. I said, I'll hurt myself if my foot slipped off the shelf or something stupid. But she looked like you. Hi, Kim. She did. She looked a lot like you. I couldn't believe it. I'm going to need more tea. It's going to take more than one cup of tea. It was, it's a weird day in the city today. We're driving along the highway. I said, where's all the traffic today? You know, it's still morning, but not that early. It's coming closer to dinner time. Tim says, I have no idea. Driving along and all that, we get in the city, and I went, the hell, where is everybody? There was no traffic anywhere, just the odd, a few cars here and there, but no real traffic. We finally pull into the superstore in East St. John, and I went, oh my God, that's why there's nobody out on the roads. They're all in here. We had a hard time finding a place to park. Timmy had to park the furthest aisle, like row over to the very edge of the parking lot. So, how you doing, Kim? Thanks for being here again tonight. Anyways, I was like, OMG. We're going to be forever in that store. It'll be the lineups. They'll be killer. But you know, that wasn't that bad. I don't know where all these cars belonged. And if they're in it, and Superstore's huge. It's like so many football fields. Like, you know, it's huge. I hate it because it's so big. But, yeah, it was like that. It was crazy. Oh, I know where else a lot of them were too, because we had to. If I'd been with my husband, he would have said, "No way, screw it, we're not doing that this year." My son Tim started kind of like a tradition where every Christmas Eve we have what they call goods and food from M&M Meats, and I don't know, Jen. Do you guys have M&M Meats? Anybody? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I don't know if they're strictly Canadian or what. And I'm lagging. I am lagging. You don't think so, Jennifer? Okay. It's a place, you go into this store, and they've got packaged food of everything you could think of. More for parties, you know, hors d'oeuvres. But they do sell steaks. They sell full-size lasagnas, a full-size servings of this and that. It's all baked with good quality. If you buy steak, it's top quality steak. Everything in there is pretty expensive. So, but they're good. All their stuff is really, 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 really good. So Tim, and it's quite a long, it's a long, long store. They've got all the freezers here. Everything's frozen. Like I said, and they just had a truck back in, and one of the women was running with armloads of stuff, stocking the freezer. She said the truck just came in before the day's out. It's all going to be gone. I just looked and I went, I don't know if I can stand here that long. We took about 3 or 4 steps into the door, and we looked, and it was a line of people all the way down to the end, and then went around. There's a big row of coolers, the end of and then come back up. So we got 2 lines, and I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't believe the lineup. And the woman told me, she said, yeah, and the truck just backed in. We're just unloading everything now. And she said, there won't be anything left at the end of the day. And then when we were up at the cash, it was finally our turn. I said to the woman, I said, I can't believe how pleasant everybody is, that most people would be getting pissed off, tired, standing in a line for 25, 30 minutes. She says they're okay now, but the crowd at the end of the day, when there's hardly anything left, they're not going to be so nice. She said they're going to be pissed off. They could barely keep up. Yep, things like that. Some people would rather go to M&M Meats and buy everything they need for their Christmas dinner, rather. And it's like when you eat it, it's like you cooked it right in your own kitchen. It really is good stuff, but they're expensive. So for four of us, that'll be here. And Timmy had already told me. He said, that's $100 order right there. When I go into M&M Meats every year to buy for Christmas Eve, he said, we get up there, we pay $101 and some odd cents. I said, boy, oh boy, did you ever call that, Tim? So, yeah. We got some, I like the little, what are they called? Pano something. They're a phyllo or phyllo pastry stuffed with a cream cheese and spinach. I love them. They're a Greek hors d'oeuvre kind of a thing. They're good. No pork comes through the door this year. They made the mistake the last 2 years. We're like, oh my God, I forgot. And they got little pigs in blankets and all these things, right? And I don't eat that, so we steered clear to the pork this year. So their food's real good, Jennifer. There's probably stuff in there you and Tom would just love. So, okay, see, you messaged me. What? Oh, yes, that's it. That's it. They're okay. They're all over Canada. They're way out in Ontario. No, they're in Cleveland, Ohio, too. Oh, that's Mamma Mia's food in Italian. Okay, that's something different altogether. Yeah. So M&M Meats in St. John is St. John, New Brunswick. That's pretty cool, though. The one in Ohio says Mothers or something like that. I don't know what that was, Jennifer, but let me see again. It's not the same. I don't think. Mamma Mia? No. That's not. The one in Ohio, that's not it. No. It's interesting, though. Let me see here. I don't think they've got a picture. I don't know. We're going to find. No. Oh. Get a picture of some of their food, their menu or whatever. Well, there's a couple flyers. Just give me a minute, Jennifer. Talk about the weirdest things on here while we're waiting to do readings. Let me see. Give me my scroll button. There we go. Yeah, they're all over Canada from what I can see here. I don't want to enter, oh, for crying out loud. All right, all right, all right. I want your postal code. Yeah, there's the one I want. Right there. Here's just one flyer. I'm just going to take a screenshot and send it to you. Let's see here. Where am I? Here. There we go. It's kind of up and close, but it shows a few items on there. I don't know if they're having a sale today or what it was. Send, damn it. There we go. Now I gotta go see what's going on in the channel. I've been gone long enough. Hello, Diana's Orchids. How are you this evening? Hello, Parisian. Do you GFS? Okay. Well, you're still poor. Well, that sucks right out loud. Then Lilith was wrong. Well, sometimes Lilith is wrong. But I've had people, I had somebody not that long ago and said, Natalie, you would ask Lilith for me. Was I going to get this job? She said I got the job. Lilith was so. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. That I'm sorry. I can tell you that. Riding high in April, shot down in May. Yeah. Yeah, I've been saying I'll never win the lottery for the last 40 years. I've been right. I do know two people that won quite big, though. Years ago, I would have been 18 or 19. My grandmother won 25,000. And how long's it been? 11 years ago, 12 years ago. I know a man, and he won over $10 million. It was 10 point something. And his story was like something they could make a movie out of. He'd come from one of the poorest families in what we endearingly call the South End. It was the South End of the city, but we're South Enders. And very, very tight community down there. But he came from an extremely poor family. How many kids were in the family? 8, I think. He had his own home and he had a good job, and I don't know what happened to the job. And for some reason, all at the same time, no job. And a month or two or whatever went by. But anyway, when he bought that lottery ticket, he was 3 months behind on his mortgage. He was ready to lose his home that he worked so hard for. He'd lost his driver's license, and he was on his last unemployment check, you know, that you pay into. So, right. And he bought that ticket almost to the point where he couldn't afford to not try to win the lottery. So he bought a ticket, and it was a $10 million plus. So it's fun to talk about, though. It's certainly fun to talk about. Oh, I'm just going to enjoy my tea here till business picks up. Just ring the bell and wake me. Yep. He had 5 children. Well, 5 girls and 1 boy. The boy come out of the woodwork, of course. All of a sudden, he was allowed to spend time with his father. They're all like real young adults and teenagers. And he bought each of them a car. Seriously, he bought each of them a brand spanking new car and paid every one of them their insurance and whatnot on the car or vehicle up to 1 year. He paid the whole year for each of them. He built homes for them. He bought some property around a lake, and it's named Hunter's Lake. He couldn't buy the whole lake, but he bought the lots up, and he built himself a beautiful home there. And then he built some cabins, like cottages, right on the lake, and sold those. So we made some money, this sort of a thing. But coming from the poorest family, almost out on the street again, and you want 10 million, like, oh my God, it doesn't sound true or real, but it is. It certainly is. So his sister and I were like sisters growing up. And she lives in Ontario now, and she'd come down to visit. And she said, I don't have a car, so if you want to come and pick me up in the city, we'll go out and see Billy. So we went out, and I couldn't get over. I said, why are there so many people here? She said, it's like this every day now, ever since he won the money. There was like people. I'm like, this is his private home. What's wrong with these people? You know, I couldn't believe it. Talk about people come out of the woodwork, you know. So yes, it is. But there were people there, and I'm going, I've known this family my whole life, and who the hell is that person? And who the hell is that person? I had no idea who some of them were. You know, everybody else, the whole family, I knew them. I'd known them since I was like 7, 8 years old. So, but it was just unreal. I couldn't believe the people. Blew me away. I said, Jesus, he's not running a dewdrop in here. People seem to think so, you know, but I thought of buying a lottery ticket today. They're not that much. You can pay anywhere from $4 to $7. There's different lottos in Canada that you can play. I think tonight, 649, it's called. It's worth 7, I think, 7 or 9 million. I'm not sure. So we don't have great big Powerballs like the States do. Yeah, Bill gave his mother 500,000. He said there, she's retired. He said that should, you know, she went and bought her own home finally for the first time. Bought her own home, nothing fancy, but it's more like a townhouse or something like that. He gave his brothers and sisters each a little bit of money. So exactly. I'll tell you, I'd be happy with 500,000. I could buy this whole compound up. I know he wouldn't refuse the money. Buy it cash, right in your bank account. No mortgage, nothing like that. And then Tom says, no, tear this one down and just build new. I said I could do that, but I don't know. I don't care what it looks like on the outside. It's crappy looking. It's falling apart. You know, it needs work. It's the inside. I'm happy here. So, good evening, Dolly Madison. And we've got winter solstices tonight at 12:19 my time, Atlantic time. And if everybody else is wondering from your area and you're not quite sure, well, it's going to be 19 minutes after the hour. Just Google it. What time is winter solstice in 2019? And it'll all come up. There'll be all kinds of leads. So, oh, you're in Regina. It's somebody from Saskatchewan here. I think they were from, it might have been Regina too. It wasn't you, was it? You were in here not that long ago, and I told you I was born about 75 miles from Regina. So, in a little shit town called Doddsland, where tumbleweeds literally rolled down the middle of the street. Let me check my mail because I heard the familiar ping. Oh, the email there, I just forgot to answer. If she comes in tonight, I'll let her know I saw her email. So who do we have up here? Regina Bellucci. Regina! Let me get my PayPal up. Let's see, where did it go? There it is. It logged me out again. Let me log in. I'll see if your question is here. Thank you so much for your generous donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll try to live up to it. Here's her question. Okay, we can certainly answer that. Are you right up front and center, are you? Regina? Hi, Eileen. We're looking for Regina. Oh, Dolly, you're Regina. All right, I'm going to address your question. Let me start off with a smudge. Where did my lighter go? There it is. All right. Last night we had to douse it. It got crazy. It wouldn't go out, and the whole house was just like filling up with smoke. But my God, I love this stuff. I don't know what this one is. I wish I knew. Oh, it smells fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you, Jennifer. She's the only one so far, so I'll wait and hold off on setting a list. Okay. Let that go for a minute now. I guess not. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's reviving me. This is beautiful. Something for you guys as well. Take another hit. Yeah, I think Border Security thought these were rolls of weed or something. I don't know what they thought, but they ripped open this package. I could smell sweetgrass. Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't bring Lilith and them forward. Hold on one moment. There we go. Okay, Lilith. Get you a bit of a smudge. Just to refresh her, wake her up. Thank you, Lilith. And my selenite. I feel better already. I feel more calmed into myself. I want this one to burn a little more. Couldn't even put them out last night. Tonight I want them to burn. I should have cut off the ends on this one where it's black. I didn't do that. That's my fault. Oh my God, that smells good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mother Nature. And Carl, the one who sent it. Okay, let's get your shuffle up, Regina. Dolly. Okay. I'll bring your question up. I want to see it one more time. Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. So Regina is wondering if her brother and his wife will move to Tennessee and sell everything and go. And if they do, maybe when? When will it happen? Will it be years, months? I take it you must be close to your brother. That's what I think. I think you must be close to your brother, or both of them, for that matter. That's a good day. That is the nice thing about these long, long, dark evenings. We call it dark winter. Um, and it's if you've got lights and that kind of a thing, you turn them on early. You know, I do have white lights throughout the year here, and in the summertime it's usually like 10 o'clock before it gets dark, right? And once they do, I'll go around and turn things on. So this cottage was made for that kind of a thing. You know, the pine boughs with the clear mini lights through, and I'm embarrassed about my tree this year. I'm so pissed off, and it is what it is. This is for Dolly, and she wants to know about her brother and sister-in-law, and if they're going to be packing up and selling everything they own and moving off to Tennessee. Are they going to be moving off to Tennessee? Lighting is everything to me. I love good lighting. I love lighting. I'm attracted to, even like if I'm in a hardware store, lighting fixtures and lamps, and you know, I'm drawn to them like a moth to the flame kind of a thing. Okay, are Dolly's brother and sister-in-law going to be pulling up stakes and moving to Tennessee? We'll save the other part for Lilith because she can answer that more accurately. Oh, this little cottage, it was built for Christmas. I swear, I don't know. It just takes on a whole different ambiance. Of course, everybody's home does. This is more like country Christmas sort of thing. I hate that tree though. I think next year, if I'm still kicking, that's what I'm gonna do. I want a real tree. You know, I don't know. I've always liked the big 8-foot trees that are like 4 or 5 feet wide. Big, big, healthy trees. And the last 5, 6 Christmases, now even longer than that, one of my sons gave me his tree, and it's a little 6-footer. And I'm like, might as well have a tabletop tree just to have something like that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. One more roll through, and then I'm going to cut the deck. All right. I'm going to cut the deck right here, Dolly. Find out about your brother and your sister-in-law. Well, here's what's come up for you. And sometimes, like, I'm glad I've got Lilith for this purpose, because Tarot will bring forward the most immediate thing that you need to know about or need your attention. But Lilith basically will answer the questions with a yay or a nay, responding to my questions. Oh, I did take pictures I haven't posted yet. But one of the things, for those of you that aren't aware, these are called chicken bones. Can you guys see them? They're chicken bones. These are big ones. Normally they're a little smaller than this. They're like on the outside. You should see the process. These are made by hand in a great big factory. It takes 2 men. And it's like pulling taffy, only it's a massive amount. And they get it pulled where they want it to be. And then they take chocolate and they spread it all over this. This is like cinnamon, almost like a cinnamon flavor to it, the hard stuff. And in the middle is the chocolate. Then they roll it. And then they cut it but they're handmade from our chocolate factory right here in St. Stephen's called Ganong's, and they sell all over the world and make beautiful chocolates. But anyways, they call these chicken bones because of the size of them. And they're expensive. I was surprised when I was in that Sobeys store, like I was telling Jennifer. I was surprised that they even had any left. I said, oh my God, they've got chicken bones. Unheard of. And they've come up with a new drink, the liquor store. Somebody did, I don't know who, but you can buy a drink and it's made from chicken bones and something else. I don't know what it is, but they're good. But it's 19 grams of sugar per piece, no, per quarter cup. So that might give you, I don't know how many pieces. I haven't measured it out. Okay, so you got the Six of Pentacles and generosity. We'll find out where this is leading. It is Pentacles. Pentacles always bring more color and vibrancy into your life, your everyday life. It's just a beautiful thing. Of course, Pentacles represent money, but they represent creativity as well. And you got a 6, and 6s in tarot bring you harmony and bring you balance into your life. Where are you, Jennifer? I know your message. Oh, it's not. Okay, that's somebody. I wish people would pay. See, when you get notification from Bayfund, please pay attention to it, so you don't end up messaging me in the middle of a stream, and I can't be rude and just ignore her. She knows I'm on Facebook. I'm streaming. I'm live. I spelled that wrong. And so she doesn't think that I'm being rude or anything. A little smiley face. There we go. Sorry, can't talk right now. There we go. All right. Yes, and 6s are all about harmony and balance, being surrounded in that in your intimate life, like with your close friends, a mate, your family. Everything looks really, really good there. Really, really good. So, where did I put my book? There it is. I'm a little jumbled on the first one, so I'm like, I'm looking for everything. It's a good card. It's a good card. Just bear with me here. So, okay, Tara wants you to know that you're going to be receiving a gift. No shit, Sherlock, it's Christmas. This gift could come in the form of money, or it could take another token. It could be a token of love, a token of deep friendship and appreciation of you. And either way, no matter what form it comes in, what follows in the common thread between all, it's a form of somebody saying, I'm here for you. I'll support you. I'll always support everything that you do, you think, you say. Okay, sorry, Jennifer. No, neither can Jennifer and I. We're both diabetics, insulin dependent. The money that, if it turns out to be money that's given to you as a gift, this is referred to as feel-good money. So it's that kind of a gift. It's not somebody saying, oh, here, you know, you're having trouble paying your mortgage, let me help you, or did you need groceries, or, you know, it isn't in that way. It isn't out of bare necessity. It's a gift, and you're to enjoy that gift. It's feel-good money. And if you are the recipient, this comes to pass, your gratitude is going to be overwhelming you. You're going to be full of gratitude. Be sure and put a lot of thanks up. On the other side of it, it could go the other way. You could be the one that's donating your time, your efforts, or your money. And if you do, make sure you use thought and sensitivity. Whether you're giving to an individual, whether you're giving to a friend that's struggling, like I said, or even to an organization, maybe a favorite charity, be very sensitive when you're doing it, selfless. The advice of the card is to receive any gifts that you receive, okay, with thanks and grace, and be humbled. And if you're giving to others, enjoy it. And keep it within and enjoy that you have made an improvement in somebody else's actual life at that time. And put up thanks again for saying, I'm glad I was in the position where I could do that. I've seen a need and I filled it. And you put it all up to the universe. And giving within itself is its own reward. The humanity that comes from that is beautiful. I'm going to ask Lilith, Dolly, your questions here. Let's see. I'm going to pull this down so you can see. Wonderful. Wonderful, Dolly. Wonderful. Okay, let me ask Lilith. Okay, we're still within the parameters of Dolly's one card, one question reading here. And Dolly would like to know, Lilith, if her brother and sister-in-law are going to be pulling up stakes, and are they going to be moving to Tennessee? Are Dolly and Madison's brother and sister-in-law, are they going eventually to move to Tennessee? Giving her time. No, she's saying they are. Could we narrow down a time frame? Will they move within this new coming year of 2020? Will it be the coming year that's coming up? Will they move? No. Longer? Yes. All right. Will they move within the next 2-year period? Will they be moving to Tennessee within the next 2 years? Will it happen within the next 2 years? I'm feeling 3. There she goes. No. I'm feeling 3. 3? Will they move in 3 years' time? Will they pack up, haul up stakes, and move in 3 years' time to Tennessee? She's saying yes. Will this be a good move for them? And she's saying yes. All right, thank you, Lilith. You may stop. There we go. There you go, Dolly. There you go. 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. 3 years. 3 years, Dolly. And it'll be a good move for them. Okay. So I think there was, and thank you so much. As I said, very generous. Thank you so much. Okay, where am I going? Back into PayPal, and it logged me out. Stop asking me if I have a mobile number. I do not own a cell phone. Okay. All right. Eileen Holton. She's the only other one on, Jen, so I won't send a list yet. But Eileen Holton. Step up in front and center there, Eileen, and I see your question that you've left. Okay. No problemo. No problem. I think I gotta turn the heat off here. Is it even on? Yes, it is. It's too warm. Let's turn off this heat anyway on this end of the room. Oh. There. Come on, guys, let me move through my own kitchen. My kitchen's a nightmare. It's just an upset. I come home, I still got groceries sitting out. I didn't get everything put away. I got to make room. I've got big roomy cupboards, but I can't reach into the very back, kind of like that shelf thing in the grocery store. Same idea. Okay. All right. This is for Eileen. Eileen wants more or less a general reading, but she does have concerns about her love life, and she has somebody that's interested. But she's really unsure of his feelings, but she likes him a lot. Bear's asleep under my chair. Sounds like he's going to come out, like he's waking up. This is for Eileen. A general card, but she does have some thoughts about possible relationship with somebody else. She's really unsure of his feelings, maybe the depth or the intensity or the deepness of the interest. Another time. This will be my last run through. Now I'm going to cut the deck, Eileen. No. Just no. Actually, one card fell, and I've been doing this lately. I end up pulling 2 cards. So I pulled the one, the top of the cut, like I would normally do. This is your card. Guy I don't like. I don't care for him. He's a waste of space. you know. Let me get back in chat here so I can see. Oh no, NW, Natalie. No, nope, it's not too late. We're just starting, really. We've only been here 40 or 50 minutes. But Eileen, this guy here represents possible proposals, this kind of thing. And he's not a mean person, and he doesn't go out of his way to cause problems or trouble. But his head is in the clouds, and his feet are not on the ground. He doesn't deal with reality very well. He's got a lot of pie in the sky dreams, you know. And chances are, if you get involved, you may be expected to help support these fantasies and these dreams. And if you're really smart, you'll be very slow in that department with this guy. Very, very, very slow. On the other side of that, we've got a tower moment going on here from the other card that fell. You got the tower, which is the tower in the Rider's Waite, but here in the Oceanic, this is a ship caught in perfect storm. It's bringing about changes in your life. If you're not careful, this guy could be your changes, and you're not going to like the changes that'll come in your life. I mean, I don't like giving, negative readings or anything like that, but I take this as good. You're being given a heads up. You're being given a fair warning here. Both cards. Yeah, I know you said you like them a lot. I know that. You probably would just like to slap me in the back of the head right now, ruining. But you know what? There's nothing written in the stone here if you still want to follow your heart and use your own judgment. And if your own judgment and following your own heart is leading you into that, just be aware is all you need to do. Just be aware of this person, everything they do. Do they back up what they say? Do they do more of this than actual happenings, actual doings, actual action? Or do they seem to talk a lot? Nothing really comes out of much about what they say. But geez, there's other parts of this guy you really, really like a lot. There's something about him, blah, blah, blah. It's personal choice. It's up to you kind of a thing. You're taking it slow. All right. With the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling this could be a learning lesson here, a teaching lesson where you're the student. But he's described as a romantic, idealistic man. And he may have a proposal for you. He's very charming. He's very magnetic. He can tell a great story, but will his ideas, schemes, or love offer stand true? He may not seek to deceive you, but the guy's not a realist. He's more comfortable with fantasy than practicality. His words may be captivating, but meaningless in the real world. You cannot trust him to be consistent. And the advice from this card, judge by action rather than words, and I have already stated that. It's worth testing this person's intentions before you decide to go along with any of their foibles. And keywords are offers, dreams, illusion, imagination, fantasy, love, and infatuation. So that's what this one's all about. There's nothing solid or concrete at this moment with this guy. It could go either way. The second card that dropped out could have easily been the first card that I would have taken off the top cut. So, the Tower. And for some people, I'm feeling that could lead into, it did come after, it was secondary, but it fell, so I grabbed it. If you're not careful with him, you could end up with this. He could bring your world crashing down around you. Broken heart, despair, feeling lost, feeling things out of your control that you can't stop. Emotion that's already begun and it's started. So, yeah, the Tower. Jeez. That's a card. Normally when you get the more shadowed cards, I call them shaded or shadowed cards like this, it's usually more about the lessons that are about to come your way. If you turn a certain way, you make a certain decision, the fallout from it, or the drill down effect, or, you know, that kind of thing. It's not the end of the world, put it that way. But when this card shows up, as tarot wants to say, that when the tower falls, you feel like your world collapsing around you. Lightning could strike. It's a metaphor. Lightning could strike. And there's little you can do other than accept the chaos and the change that it's going to bring. This disaster is not even your fault. You may be in shock at first, but this event is also a breakthrough. You see what I mean? That's a good thing. You're given a chance to see the world in a very, very different way. Additionally, the card can signify issues with your property, challenges to your security. You may be feeling vulnerable financially. You may be feeling vulnerable in a relationship as well. The advice of this card: surrender to the universe and give up control. You know how you hear people that are churchgoers and they're going through a personal challenge and they're overwhelmed, they don't know what to do, and what do they say? I'm leaving it in the hands of God because I don't, know what to do here. I feel like I'm drowning. If the so-called God is your creator, if you go by the universe, the cosmos, whatever it means to you, you will find yourself doing that. You'll be handing it over, saying, please help me. I don't know what to do here. I'm just going to trust you that you'll know how to direct me and show me what needs to be done. Which way do I go? Because I don't know. The advice is for you to surrender to that, to your God, to your universe, your creator. Give up control. Begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, and living. You will now have the freedom to start over and a strong foundation on which to rebuild whatever has fallen in your life. And the key words for this card are breakdown, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough, beginnings, enlightenment. This is a card for you in particular. There's a lot of growth going on in this card. In the tower, there's a lot of growth going on. And this is a warning to be on your toes. You know what? This might not even be the guy you're looking at right now. Maybe this could be somebody else in your life. Don't get distracted that way. Don't zero in just on him and only him. Take a long, honest look at the other people that are around you or coming into your life, because this could be somebody else walking in on the picture. And if you're not careful, you'll end up going through this. You just need to be careful. Listen to your own intuition, your God-given gift of intuition. We all have it. And be open and honest and let it come in. Make that connection with the universe and ask to be led and protected. And I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. You'd be really, really, really surprised. Yeah, it's the only thing to do right now. But there you go. There you go. So, but live your passions. Feel your passion. Don't shut your feelings off. Don't do that, okay? Keep having your dreams and visions for the future as well. So, here's a clue. I just heard this because I used to say it, but it just came into my head just now. Never date anybody prettier than yourself. Like Fabio here. Fabio of the Ocean. He figures his looks are going to get him through. You're very welcome, and thank you so much, Eileen. I wish you the best, and Merry, Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. Okay, I'm going to move along and see who else we've got here. Billy Wool. Hi, Annette. How you doing? You want to step up front and center and we'll get your question underway? Oh, that's nice of you. I'm sorry if that, but like I said, keep an open, healthy mind, Eileen. Don't zero right in on what tarot's telling you, because everything's open to change, you know. Yes, I bought a whole brand new pack of lighters, like 5 in a package, all Bex. So there, will be good for a while. I'm gonna have to make more tea. That's just not gonna do it. Okay. So Natalie said, so I just got rid of my source of second income to my household and threw him out. Will I be okay financially? All right, let's find out. Let's find out. Wish I could have music playing in the background. I don't know. I do have one that my husband's brother, they had their own band, and they made some music, cut some CDs. I could have that playing in the background, and YouTube couldn't say a word about it. YouTube wouldn't recognize it. It just wouldn't recognize it. They're not on YouTube. This was a long time ago. Before YouTube days. At least it'd be something. It's just too quiet. And I wish I could find like all those free music on YouTube, the stuff that's free that you can add into your videos. It's crap. I haven't gone through every single one. But even some nice, moody, chakra music, something where I don't get nailed for using it. They can't really, I started to say last night, they can't nail me. I don't monetize my channel. I'm thinking about it, though, as an experiment, just to see if something happens. But where I don't, they did. It's funny, I'll go in and look at these live readings if my radio's super low. And I can't hear it, but their freaking system can hear it. And I'll go in and it goes, copyright notice, copyright notice, copyright notice. And it said, because you're not monetizing, you're okay. There's no strikes against you. You're not in any kind of concern or trouble. Blah, blah, blah. And they go on. And I'm like, if nothing's changing for me, why bother? I just don't like, it makes me uncomfortable when I see that copyright thing. But there's no strikes, no claims or anything like that. So, okay. So Natalie wants to know, is she going to be okay financially if she just dropped her second income? And she'd like to be better than just okay. She wants to be better than just okay. What's up for her? What's up for her? Remember, please, any Canadians, if you're making an e-transfer, let Jennifer know that, so I'll know and won't forget about you or overlook you. All right, I'm going to cut right here. She's going to be okay, better than okay financially. She's down to 1 income. Not a bad card. Page of Wands. Creativity going on here. Of course, messages with the pages, right? That was meant to come up. I opened the book and there it is. The page is very charming and witty energy. This can be an actual person as well. But he's bringing great news and hope about creative projects. It could be about travel plans or new work. In relationships, he or she reveals fun flirtations. And another meaning of the card is the influence of a creative person that you could find yourself connected with or you're impressed with. And they could be a writer, an actor, an artist, a dancer, or even a musician. And it could be, too, the other side of that, that you're starting to discover your own creative potential. So the advice of the card for you, now is the time to express yourself in words, pictures, dance, music, or through any other creative pursuit that you may enjoy. And the keywords here are messages and travel news, communications, new work, expression, transition, entertainment. But let me get Lilith out. We can get more of a direct yes or a direct no here. Okay. Natalie Wool's down to one income in her home, and she wants to know financially, is she going to be okay? And in a perfect world, is she going to be better than okay? Is she going to be financially comfortable? Is Natalie Wall going to be financially comfortable after her household income going down to one income from two? Is she going to be okay financially? Better than okay? Is she going to be financially comfortable? Surviving just on that one income? You know what? She's saying yes, and she's sticking to it. Just bear with me for a moment, see if I can pick anything else up. You're going to be comfortable. That's what I'm seeing. You are going to be comfortable. I see you rather busy, though. I don't know what you're busy with, but you're busy. And you have a habit of always checking your bottom line financially, bank books, bank statements, banking online. You're always checking your bottom line, because I see you checking something with financial numbers. And it's something that you almost do as a habit, that you don't even think about, you just do it. And you always look and you want to know you're okay for the next few months should anything happen. You want that safety net. But in that moment, what I'm seeing is you're very busy, but you're comfortable. So I hope that helps, Natalie. It looks good. It looks good. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Because I could see that you're very busy. That's a really good card for you. Don't lax back on your own passions, your own interests, your own likes. Allow your passion to come through as well. That's going to play a part somehow. Just in you or your life, I'm not sure. But I'm feeling that the passion should come forward. It is wands, and it represents fires, and usually the wands are associated with that. And they're associated with the practical things in life, like your income, your job, where you live. You're very welcome. Merry Christmas to you. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're wide open. Here's an e-transfer, and I don't think there is. But we're caught up on PayPal. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Caught up at the moment. Another slow night. Saturday nights are never that good for doing this anyway, but I said I would be here to do these right up to Monday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, since there's nothing coming in, I'm making a cup of tea. Anybody want a cup of tea? Anybody want a cup of tea? I'm making tea. Gotta wait for the water to boil. I think tonight, Jennifer, I was saying to Tommy, I said, when I'm done my stream, I'm going to reboot the computer and rebooting the modem. We'll see if that still carries on. There's no need of that. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You said it ran for 6 hours? That's insane. It's just craziness. $111. It's 111 on my timer, not the time. It's 10:07 here. 3 hours after the black screen. Isn't that wild? That's unbelievable. I don't know why that is, but we'll try that tonight for sure. I've never heard of anybody's live stream doing that. The 10:11 is going to be coming up for me very shortly. It's 10:08. I got 2 really nice cards in the mail today. I checked the mail on the way out, heading to the city. And I got to put that on Facebook. I took pictures. Ann Cooper sent one. Didn't know what it was when I opened it. It was an envelope, but it was so bulky. I opened it up. Opened the card like this, and Tim's like, oh my God, it's pop out. Just the sweetest little Christmas scene. It all popped up, you know. And the other one was from my friend Ian in Scotland. And he has a very thick brogue. And my son Tim's a little mimic. I said, open that. And I said, oh, that's from, he said, it's from Glasgow. I said, yes, that's from my friend Ian. I know without even looking. I said, read it to me, because I was doing some things. See, Ray, I wanted to video it so bad. But he read the card, and he did it in his, like with the Scottish brogue. Oh, my God, I was almost peeing my pants laughing in the car. It was unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. Hello, Ladylike 1978. Welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes. You just made a donation? All right. Just waiting for email to let me know. You hear the ping. That means I got it. It's being awful slow. At least you don't have any wait time here. I've never done a Saturday that was busy. It's always slow on Saturdays. It means people are living their life, I guess, if they're not on YouTube. Good for them. Come on. Oh, my water's beginning. It's going to boil. I got to get it off. Excuse me. That looks good. Oh, Will you steal my grave just as fast, my darling? Hmm? Will you steal Mama's grave just as fast? Oh, come here and give me lovin's for a minute. Oh, that's my boy. Poor baby. I had to leave him today while we went to town. He stayed with Tommy babysat him. Oh, he was so excited when I got back. I was almost crying. Wanted to get him into the groomers and get him groomed for Christmas, but that isn't happening. What a good boy. What a good baby. I can't wait to see him groomed up. I'm still waiting for that to come through, and it still hasn't come through. Oh, what, honey bunny? What is it? What is it, my baby? Huh? You just keep my seat warm for me. Really, really slow. You're telling me. There's nothing there, though. Not in PayPal or the email to tell me. Nothing yet. Not showing up. Where you going, sweetie? Do you want to go down? Oh, my big boy. Yes, that's a really big help. You're blocking everything. That really helps. That's so nice of you. You know, and I take it, I wet it down. Oh, he needs to be trimmed in the worst way. He looks skanky looking. Looks like a raggedy little dog. He won't look like this at all once he gets groomed. What a good boy. He's very calm right now. Normally he wants to play and he plays rough. I don't know what's taking that so long. That's craziness. No, you can't have my glasses. He loves chewing on people's glasses. You can't have them. Do you want to come back? You want to come back? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's my boy. Oh, he's being a sucky tonight. Hey, big sucky. He's at the Christmas tree. He goes over, sneaks ornaments off it. He's broken a couple. Chewed them. Didn't ya? This is my first Christmas. I'm allowed to do that stuff. Oh, you're such a baby. What a beautiful boy. What a handsome boy. Do you want down? Okay, okay, you can't jump from up here now. Come on. There you go. Okay. Dog, the dog Darlene, sorry, D and Darlene dog. He's what they call a Morkie Poo. He's a new breed. They just come into existence in 2014. He's a tri-breed. He's part Maltese, Yorkshire Terrier, and Poodle. And that's his breed. He's very quick. He runs hard. He plays hard. He's a good little watchdog. And, but the separation anxiety is to the extreme over the top. I had a black lab, and they say they're one of the worst for separation anxiety. They're nothing compared to the little Morkie Poos. I wait for him to start having, like, seizures. I swear to God, his eyes were rolling. He was so upset one time, making sounds I'd never heard before. I mean, turning. It was horrible. I said, you need a sedative or something. And I leave him. Horrible. But they're good dogs. And he sleeps with me every night. I wouldn't dream of ever caging my animals. Um, he's right there waiting for me every night. He doesn't leave my side. He is cute. And they bite hard, yes. Yeah. He was in a cuddly mood there for a few minutes. I like that. It's my baby. He's gonna look cute once he gets all trimmed down and it's all stylized. I want his face done more than I don't care about the rest of him, but his face. I want his face done because he's got that fur always blocking it. There's always a chunk of it hanging over his eyes. Drives me crazy. Good little watchdog though. If he hears a car door, or anything, he goes right up to the door and he looks and he growls. There's a big deep growl in this little guy, eh? He was only 3 pounds when he came to me. 3 pounds. Could hold him in one hand. Yeah, it's going to pick up later. You watch, John. An hour, 21 minutes in. We've only done like 3. So, it's going to be a slow night. Oh, I gotta tell you, Darlene. I can't even tell you what that means. Like, he means, right? Overwhelming. Overwhelming. The first time I knew he had separation anxiety was out with a friend. The first time I left him in the car with her, and he just adores her. He loves her. She came back. She said, "Oh my God, I'm glad you weren't any longer. He's been screaming since you left the car." And I'm like, "Really?" She said, "Big time. Oh my God." And then one day, my son Tom said to me, he says, "He's not afraid of being alone. That's not why he's flipping out. It's because you're not there." And I said, "Oh my God, does that mean he loves me?" Loves you. He can't live without you. That's the way he carries on, like he's gonna die. I don't think I've ever felt like love like that from another living thing with a heartbeat, and it moved me so deeply. And every day he moves me. Every day, I love him. He's a little badass though. The kids were saying if he was a big dog, he'd be a bad dog. Yeah. Oh, hi, Linda. We do. We feel the unconditional love. um, they make you feel like a rock star. They really do. That could be it too, Jennifer. That's just too funny. Oh my good God. Yeah. He's good for me though, because he likes to go out in the yard and run around. I can't do that because he's little. I don't have a fenced in yard or a front yard like that. It's all open. The old highway just runs right here in front of my house. Just a normal road. They call it the old highway. So we don't go near the front of the house. There's not a lot of traffic out here, but when it is, it's a fishing community, so there are big trucks, fish trucks, and that kind of thing going back and forth. But he's good for me because I have many days I stay up late doing these readings, and the next day it's like 2 o'clock before I can even think about even becoming aware. I might be up and moving around, but I'm not dressed. I'm still waiting to drop the sleepies. And he'll start looking like he's bored, sniffing around, looking for stuff. I'm like, oh, he wants to go out. So I'll go in and I'll get all cleaned up and get dressed. And he's following every move I make. He's watching. As soon as I'm ready, before I put boots on or coat on, I'll ask, "You want to go out in the yard? You want to go pee to poop?" So, I can't say too much because he'll get excited. And he comes right to life and he tears down those stairs when I open that door. He is in his glories. He's good for me. He makes me get up, get dressed, and get outside and get some air. I'll walk around the yard with him or take him to the beach if it's nice enough, kind of a thing. He's good for me in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. I fall asleep every night with him beside me with a smile on my face, and I wake up the same way. My heart smiles. So, last bite day. Yeah, I know. I know. It is scary. It scares me already. Yeah, he's still a baby yet. He just turned 7 months on the 19th, 2 days ago. But and it scares me. I know chances are you outlive your pets. I can't even imagine him. Can't even let my head go there. I can't do it. Hey, Linda. Hey, Nature Spirit. I got your email. I forgot to respond. Thank you. Dum da dum dum. Oh, I don't care. I could sit here and talk for the next hour and a half. Don't bother me any. I've found a whole bunch more CDs for my new TV. More movies, DVDs, I should say, not CDs, DVD. Hardly any Christmas ones there, though, and that's what I'm wanting to see is more Christmas movies. And a lot of my DVDs were burned DVDs, and a lot of them, the DVD player part of the TV won't play them. It just says no disc, pops it back out. Clean them off, wipe them off, check them all over, try it again. No. So last night I watched Jim Carrey's Christmas Carol. God, the graphics and special effects in that are just so amazing. So amazing. Waiting for that ping, you can hear a pin drop. And you know what? At the end of the night, after we close donations and we're done, there'll be somebody comes in and goes, "Can I still get it?" And it's like, damn, I missed you. That happens an awful lot. Everybody ready for winter solstice tonight, though? There's something to talk about. I'll tell you things I wish I could be doing. Um, I love art. I've been thinking about getting back into it. I've got some clay in my back room that I've never cracked the surface on. Um, I like to sculpt with clay. I don't have anything left in my house anymore that I've made in the past, but clay is a living force to me. It really truly is, and it's kind of funny that we're connected to it because every chemical compound, whatever you want to call it, within that makes up the material of clay is found in the human body as well. And I feel that when I work with clay. I love it. I love it. I haven't done anything in a while, but I love it. I like to sketch and draw. Not so much paint. Never really caught the hang of painting, but and when I'm really feeling deep philosophical, kind of not here, I love to write. So I get an idea in my head to write about something, and it won't go until I do. I have to write it, and then it's gone. It goes away. Trying to think, what is it I do? What is it that I do? I have a lot of correspondence, like through Facebook and emails online. That takes up a lot of my time. And sometimes so much so that people will be leaving me comments, let's say in the group, and you're all welcome to join us there. It's Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook. It's closed and private. Everything has to be pre-approved in there. It's a nice, safe, warm place to be. A very supportive group. They work magic in there sometimes. I don't know how it's done, but I've watched it, and it just like blew me right away. But a lot of times I get so friggin' busy, and then I get so tired and burned out. I can't type it. I'm too tired to type. I'll click like or love, shock or whatever. That takes up an awful lot of time as well. On the Grinch, isn't he something, Linda? Oh my God, I know. He was good in that too. But I gotta tell you what, oh my God, the Christmas Carol, Scrooge. Oh, The all of it. It wasn't just him. It was he played a lot of the characters though. Just blow you away. Special effects in those movies are unbelievable. I don't know, outside of those things, I got to get wax, but I've got a bunch of stuff to make some candles with. I got not the flavoring, the scents. I got a couple of those. I've got the wicks. I just need the wax. I need the wax. And I don't know why, maybe since Michael's come into existence, Michael's the craft store. I think that's, you guys got them in the States. What an expensive craft and hobby place. Went in there and I seen some paraffin wax and they wanted like $30 or $40 for a couple. I'm like, what? I can go to an old corner store that's been sitting on some corner for the last 25 years. I bet if I go to the back of their store, I'll find all kinds of paraffin wax for $1 a box. You get like 4 blocks in each box. So, yeah. And my favorite place to be is either my backyard or down on the beach, sitting on my log with the dog. That's my favorite place to be. Hi, Jenna. Ha! Right on. Right on, Jenna. I knew you guys were going to be okay. It was wonderful. That is wonderful to know. That's good. You worried for nothing. Well, that'll bring you some peace of mind for sure, right? Peace of mind. Come on, PayPal. But is everybody ready for winter solstice tonight? It's our last, this is the longest night of the year right now. I fell asleep before it got completely dark. It was going on in time, but I'll see tomorrow. It'll be off by about 2 or 3 minutes, I think. The night's here so long. That's wonderful. Streaming for another hour at the very least. At the most, an hour and a half. Winter solstice is tonight. Go and Google it and put in your location, whatever state you're in or province, wherever you're from, and ask when winter solstice occurs in 2019 in Ohio or in England or whatever. And it'll give you the time. For me, Atlantic time, winter solstice begins at 12:19 tonight a.m. after midnight. But it's the longest day of the year. You ready, are you, Diana? Yeah, longest night of the year. I'm glad I slept through the first couple hours of it. I don't suffer from light deprivation like the condition of SADS, SAD, seasonal affective disorder. I don't suffer from that at all. But this year, for some reason, I'm finding the nights are agonizingly, painfully long. Maybe 7 o'clock at night, and it feels like midnight to me, and I just want to go to bed. It's already been dark for a couple of hours, right? Boys, I find those nights are really, really hard. There have been a couple nights I did. Screw this. What the hell am I sitting here fighting to sleep for? 7:30 at night? I don't care. I'm going to bed, and I'll probably wake up 2 hours from now, and I'll be wide awake. That's fine. I'm going to sleep when I need to. There's no reason for me not to. I think I'm lagging real bad tonight. It must be. course, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and just stare at the screen either. Somebody start talking or we'll be saying goodnight. Yeah, I hear you, Jennifer. Well, yeah, if you want to know when it's actually occurring, it's different. It's a different time zone for everybody. So I don't know, Wisconsin, how far, what the time difference is between you and where I'm at. But it'll be 19 minutes after the hour, whatever that time should be. That took a lot out of me going into the city today. That was crazy. I, oh, really? You go to bed at 7 o'clock? There's a regular? Oh, my goodness sakes. Wow. I'm sorry, ladylike. Yeah, I think if I wasn't sitting here, I'd probably try watching a movie. Or I would head right to bed. I'd just get my pajamas, say, screw this. It's been a long day. Got a lot done today. Oh, I got hair stuck everywhere. Hi, Mystery Abounds. Well, it's a slow night here tonight. Saturday nights usually are, but I said I'd try to be here between now and right up to Monday night. So we've done a few readings, not many. Well, there's no minimum, but the smallest donations I get are $2. And I've gotten them up to $65 for one card. I'm not kidding you. There's a lot of $20 donations and a lot of $10 donations. And there's a lot of $5, but the lowest is $2. The dark makes you tired. I'm a dark person. I'm a nighttime person. I prefer the evenings. I like the dark because the world becomes real quiet around me. That's why I like the dark. Bear, leave Stewie alone. Poor Stewie. Your night owl that gets sleepy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting too old. I used to pull so many all-nighters when I was younger. Oh my God. Even when I had 3 kids to get up with, I still got up with them in the morning. Didn't matter if I only slept an hour or not. I used to be into astronomy, had a telescope and all that. I pulled so many all-nighters you would not believe. You wouldn't believe. I'd still get up in the morning with my kids. You stay up even when you're crashing. How does everybody feel about 2020 rolling around? Anybody got any good feelings about it? Dreaded feelings about it? You're excited about it, Jennifer? You guys, you and Tom, you have so many good cards come your way. I know there's good things coming for you. I just know there is. Nice for you, Jenna. Ah, that's a good way of looking at it, Mystery. It's going to be the best year yet, but not the best to come. That's good. I started reading, Darlene, When I was 18 years old is when I began, because my mother had a set of tarot cards. She had the Rider-Waite. And I just learned how to read that deck. Rider-Waite can be pretty heavy. As far as the book goes, there's like 3, 4, 5 minis on one side, and then they do reversals in the Rider-Waite. There's no reversals with the Oceanic because there's enough for reality that comes through in the uprights, and there's enough without adding more negativity. And I found out that people would freak out. How did you know that? Weird things. And I got away from it for a while because I did a reading. What a nightmare that was. And I got away from it for about 20 years. I wouldn't go near them. I said, I'm not doing that again. And no way am I doing that again. Eventually got back into it, and it's been so good so far. Yes. I know what anime is, yes. Anyways, I was at a house party, and there was, music cranked, there we go. Something just came in. All right, let me see here. I refresh my PayPal list. There we go. Rosemary Tachira. And she has posted her question. And okay, she wants it kept private. All right. She just wants a general card for Rosemary, but let's see here. Is Rosemary here? Come up front and center so we know you're here, Rosemary. What happened, Doc, was, there was this house party when most of us were out in the kitchen, sitting around the table, whatever. Now the people were in the front room, kind of partying, dancing, and somebody said, Natalie, grab a set of cards, deck of cards, and these are regular playing cards, by the way. That's how I started, right? Because I didn't have my own Rider-Waite deck, so I went to the regular playing cards. Anyways, that's what I read from. And this woman had asked me, she wasn't a real nice woman. She always had a problem with me. There was this jealousy thing. I was surprised she asked me. I said, sure, sit down. So I got to a point in her reading, and I just was, my heart was overwhelmed with pain. And I said to her, I said, you're going to lose something. I can't see what it is, though. I'm not seeing it, but it's overwhelming. Matter of fact, this is going to be the worst thing you ever go through in your life, and I don't know what it is, but it's a loss of some kind. Not even thinking. She had a 6-week-old baby at home. So that was on like Saturday night. The following Friday morning, the baby died of SIDS, sudden and instant death syndrome. The baby died. She lost her baby. No wonder I saw what I saw. She blamed me. Till we had a confrontation. I said, I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. I won't say what took place, but she started backing away and backing down and taking her words back and the whole bit, because I wasn't going to put up with her anymore. I put up with her for years. That was the final straw. But it made me stop doing tarot for a long, about 20 years. I got away from it. So that's what happened. And it was weird. During the reading, it never occurred to me, her baby. It never occurred. But after the fact, it was like, yeah, now that reading makes sense, because it was so intense. I told her, I said, it's the worst thing you're ever going to go through in your life. There she is. Hi, Rosemary. Okay, my dear. You wanted a general card, really, to see what comes up. This is for Rosemary Tachira. Okay. What's going on for Rosemary? What does she need to be aware of? What's coming her way? It should bring her some information, some answers to questions, maybe, some direction, heads up on what she may be able to anticipate that's coming her way. Yeah, I know. Imagine how crappy I felt. That baby died. Well, not defending myself, but that Friday morning, she took the baby to the doctor for the 6-week needles. 4 hours later, the baby was dead, and the baby had no health problems. She laid down for a nap. And the baby fell asleep, and she put her in her crib. And she woke up, and she went into the baby's room. First thing she did, and as she's walking towards the crib, the baby was blue. She'd been dead for a while. Horrible. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And everybody knew about the whole reading. Everybody knew about it. They were like, oh my God. Horrible. Not a good thing to experience, no matter what. That's the way it is. You're right, Doc. I agree with you. I agree with you. But I did. I got away from it for 20 years. I said, I don't ever want to see messages like that again. I'm just not going to do them anymore. So I had to kind of relearn coming back into it, right? Block some things out. Now I'm more of an intuitive reader, and I was then too. But now I go more by intuition and what I'm hearing and seeing. Because I'm shown visions, I see things, flashes. And then I hear things, random words that don't mean a damn thing to me and don't even make sense. Will make sense to somebody that's receiving it. That's how I read these days. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Diana. Maybe she did. I don't know, Mystery. I don't know. You know? And geez, one day, it was about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I get this friend request and it's from her. I'm like, you're like a nightmare that just keeps coming back into my life. I don't know if she's calmed down, but her and I had, and I used to be so nice to her and really try to get along. After a while, everybody picked up on it. They said, she's like super jealous of you for some reason. I said, do I check out her man? Is her man checking me out? No. What's her problem? You know? And she's like a little chihuahua, always had that nut in her face, ready to take on the world, you know, kind of thing. And she had the potential to be a really nice person, but I don't know. What's going on for Rosemary, though? I want to know what's going on. Oh, I'd love to see him come up for Rosemary. I wish he would. Yvonne, how are you doing? How you doing? I hope all's well with you, Yvonne. Please don't tell me you're still seeing the five of cups. Don't tell me that. I don't want to know, because that's just too weird. All right, I'm going to do a run through here, Rosemary. And then I'm going to cut the deck, take the top card from the cut, and see what Spirit and Tarot are bringing forth for you. There's the cut. Ooh, and I didn't drop a card. All right. Very nice. The King of Wands. He's the King of Practicality. It being Wands always represents fire signs. Usually the court cards indicate that this would be you, no gender assigned. But wands are all about practical things in our lives. That's what drives wands. It's about your job, where you work. It's about where you live. It's about what you drive. It's about your income. All the practical things that we go through and we deal with every single day. That's what this is about. And he's the king of practicality. Oh. There's so much difficulty in the world. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, let's get into our king here for Rosemary. So with the king, he's a really, 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 really nice card. The king is an action man, a man of action. Not so many words, but actually doing instead of yada, yada, yada about stuff. And he makes a very engaging companion and an inspiring leader as well. This energy with the King of Wands is a self-motivated energy, entrepreneurial almost, dynamic, very open-minded to the new, open-minded to changes, this sort of thing. And with this king, he doesn't hold anything back. Everything shows. The energy brings forth truth, honesty, and the bearing of the soul here. Travel could be important. If this isn't you, it's somebody else. This could be a man in your life. He's very connected to many, many, many people. He travels a lot and knows a lot of people with backgrounds very different from his own. Or this could be you as well. But if you're identifying and this is resonating with you, this king coming up indicates that you should expect to find practical solutions to practical problems, and also to see to your network of friends and professionals and make sure that your contacts continue to grow. The advice of the card: explore your passions and look to unconventional people in new places. Shows you just traveling and venturing out a bit out of your comfort zone, things that are new. Keywords are energy and creativity and power, wisdom, a lot of passion here. There's freedom and there's openness. Also, if this is a man that you may know, he does wear his heart on his sleeve. He's very open-minded. You always know what he's thinking, and you know what his feelings are because they always show. And yes, being the king, you are encouraged to explore your passions no matter what they may be as well. You guys have to excuse me for a minute. I had to take a gravel. I may shorten these readings down a bit. I just got a little wave of nausea. This hit me last night too. Maybe I've been spending too much time in front of the computer. I don't know what it is. Bear with me a moment. The thing with these is they make you sleepy. The more you need them, the harder they hit you. Didn't go down. Excuse me. It's stuck. Pardon me for a moment. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, God. I'm sorry, everybody. Just give me one moment. I'm just going to let some cooler air in here, so I hopefully will come back. So, Rosemary, I don't know if any of this makes any sense to you at all. I'll read verbatim from the book for you, and you can take it from there, and maybe it'll hit home in some way. I don't know, because I'm soaked. Not getting... He's sticking to me. Try to pull through and wait for it to pass. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to say goodnight. The king is an action man, which makes him an engaging companion, and also an inspiring leader. He's self-motivated, he's entrepreneurial, he's dynamic and open-minded, and you'll know what he is thinking as his feelings always show. Travel could be important to him, and he is connected to many people with backgrounds very different from his own. And if this card is coming to you as the U card, in a reading here, the king is indicating you should expect to find practical solutions to problems, and also see your network of friends and professional contacts grow. So there's the literal meeting. I'm hoping that you can. So I hope that you, yeah. Sorry, baby. Oh, that air feels good. I don't normally get that, like, from a card, just that. But it doesn't, it's not supposed to mean anything to me, but it's supposed to mean something to you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your donation and your time and your patience. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again down the road. Oh, stop asking me for my cell phone number. Okay, because I heard the ping. Armando Estrada. Hello, Doc. Let's try to do better this time, right? Okay, here's Doc's question. Oh, everything's sticking to me. I believe the Ten of Cups are coming in my future. I believe it too. Can we ask what the meaning of the Ten of Cups, what's the meaning for the Ten of Cups? I think is what you mean. Job, love, or future. Stable financial gain. I still have a brother that might help me, as we once asked. And love to hear from Lilith too. Maybe asking her why she gave her answers she did. Okay, let's see. We want clarifications, what we're looking for, right, Doc? That's what we were looking for, is clarification. A little more direction, a little more insight. You hear, Doc? Yeah, keep it real. That's what I just heard for you, Rosemary. You're dealing with anything, deal with the facts, deal with what's in front of you, deal with what you actually know. No assumptions. Keep it real. There you go. That just was a little slow coming in for you, but there it is. Okay, Doc. So Doc wants some clarification on the Ten of Cups. And what does it mean for him? I'll bring your question up so I can read it verbatim. He would like to know that the Ten of Cups is coming. What is the meaning of the Ten of Cups? Does it affect job? Does it apply to love or future stable financial gain? He still has a brother who may help him. And he'd like to hear from Lilith as well. And asking her why she gave her answer as she did. Now that I don't know what you mean by that. You'll have to refresh me on that with Lilith. I'm not sure. Oh, really, Doc? Yeah, that's what I heard. It come right out of left field. It was like, keep it real, feet on the ground, follow facts, follow what's real, follow what's true. Don't be dissuaded by other people too. Putting ideas in your head, block those out. You've got to make up your own mind here about things. At this time, we're concentrating. Oh, I dropped a card. Concentrating on Doc. I dropped 2 cards. No, and not one of them's a 10 o'clock. Oh, hearts, no. There we go. We've got the 2 of Swords at Crossroads and the Page of Pentacles with opportunities. Those are the 2 cards that I dropped. Whether they mean anything or not, I have no idea. Let me see here. What is the meaning of the 10 of Cups? What form is the 10 of Cups going to take when it comes in? Is it job or financial gain, financial changes for the better? Is it love and it being a beautiful, wonderful love coming his way? Because the 10 of Cups is all about happily ever after. And Lilith said, I was getting, maybe it's a different thing coming. Look. Very much so, eh? Okay. This is who I want to see come up for you, Doc. It's right on the bottom. He's shown himself to me a couple times here tonight. Somebody's going to get him. Somebody's going to get him. What's coming for Doc in reference to his 10 of Cups? Does it have to do with finances, getting better, financial security? Look, he keeps coming up. Financial security. If it comes up again, I don't know what I'm going to think here. Is it love? He did it again. What the heck? He keeps showing up, Doc. I'll try to get rid of him this time. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck right here and see what we end up with. He's still on the bottom. Oh my God, that's unreal. Okay, you're not getting him, but he's still, I don't know why. Same place. Your 10 of Cups, it means achievement. You got the 8 of Pentacles, but that achievement's going to bring about change for you because it's an 8. All right? It's a good 8, though. It's achievement is the prompt on the whole card overall, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous thing for you. So we're looking here that this 8 is showing achievement in your life, in your profession or your field of study. You've had this before. I'm sure you have. This is the card of the perfectionist as well, who knows that small details can be very important, not something you'd overlook. You take pride in your work. You set high standards. This attitude now pays off for you. Here you go. Your finances will improve as a result of hard work and a commitment to succeed. Another meaning is exam success or return to education as you decide to deepen your expertise. Advice is you have the ability to earn more, therefore, by learning more. Wherever you focus your energy, success is going to follow. The analysis is one of your keywords: dedication, detailed work, commitment, money, education, perfectionism. You know what? And what I'm seeing here, yes, it's all good. It's all good. I'm seeing you with a goal, and I'm seeing you very, very focused in on that goal. That's what I'm seeing. You're like a man on a mission, or a man with a mission. That feels good, but now I'm getting chilled because I'm drying up. That's what I said. I knew you had that. You did have 2 cards 2 days ago. Yeah. That's the thing. I think that's what Tarot, just like what Jennifer just said, Tarot feels you needed to hear that again. But it's showing you with a purpose. That's your goal. That's your purpose, is financial independence, comfort, security. And we all want love, and hopefully that'll come as well. But you need to take care of you and your own intimate surroundings, your own intimate self with self. Making sure you're taken care of. And, you know, almost like you're a second person taking care of you, and all the goals are driven that way, is to gain the financial security that you crave, that you want, that you won't settle for less. You won't. That's what I'm seeing. Determination. You will not settle for less than what you're looking for. Listen, Mystery Abound, she's giving you a call as well. Yeah, he's very, very focused, very driven, very, just a sense of purpose. Let me get my book here for you, though. Yeah, I already did that, didn't I? Let's see what Lilith, I'm trying to figure out what to ask her. I'll ask about the eight here of Pentacles. So Lilith, this is for Doc. The Eight of Pentacles. The question was, what is the Ten of Cups referring to? What is it leading to? So I'll ask you, Lilith, first off. That's the first question I'm gonna play here. Is in reference to the Ten of Cups, the Happily Ever After card. And now the 8 is here to back it up. Is the 8 hitting more closer to home for Doc? Because I see him focused, driven, with purpose, motivation to get the financial security that he feels he won't rest until he has it. So that everything is working towards financial security. Bear with me, I'm listening. I do see future love. We're talking down the road a bit. 3 to 5 years. I know that sounds really long and late, but not saying that there isn't stuff before that. But the relationship with consistency, with devotion, with emotional investment, a long term won't happen for 3 to 5 years, but it will happen. But again, this is tarot. When circumstances change, outcomes change. So, and there is change with this 8, because 8s are all about change. This is all about achieving your dreams and your goals the way you want them, but you are very diligent. You're not walking around with your head in the clouds. You're very grounded, feet on the ground, and knowing that you need to be diligent, knowing that you need to work towards what it is your final, you know, reaching those final goals, knowing you're going to be okay. I see Doc reaching and achieving his financial independence. Would this be correct, Lilith? And if there's love coming into Doc's life, I seen 3 to 5 years for the serious long-term relationship. Would this be correct from what I'm seeing? She's sticking to yes. Is he going to achieve the financial independence and security that are his goals every day? And as far as love goes, is there somebody new coming into Doc's life as far as romance, intimate relationship goes? Is there somebody new coming into his life? She's saying yes to that, and it's going to happen soon. There is somebody coming. It might not be the long term, though. Is this somebody that Doc already knows? The next love to come into his life, the next relationship. Will this be with somebody that Doc is already aware of? Maybe he already knows. He knows their name. And she's saying yes all the way. Could we get the first initial of that person's first name? Does their name begin with the letter A? No. Does their name begin with the letter B? There we go. Nope. Does her name begin with the letter C? Does her name begin with the letter D? Whoa, there we go. So their first name begins with the letter D, Armando. Is this going to be love? Will it be true love? Oh, no. More for company, someone to pass time with, that sort of thing? Yeah. But not a long term, is that correct? Okay. How much longer before this person comes into Doc's life and a relationship begins? It doesn't matter how short, but that it begins. Are we looking at the next 2 months? Will this relationship begin? No. Longer? Yep. The next 4 months. Is it possible within the next 4 months that Doc could meet this person whose first name begins with the letter D? Okay. Is it possible this could happen within 3 months? No. So it's 4 months from now. All right, but this is not long term, is that correct? It's putting in time. Wonderful. Thank you very much. There you go, Doc. I don't know if any of that helped you out. So yeah, because the 8s are all about change. There's big change coming here, but it's all good stuff. You're reaching your goals. There's your happily ever after. Your goals are all about financial security. Your goals are all about love as well. It's something you're very, up for. But the next person coming into your life, whoever they are, their first name starts with the letter D, and somebody you may be aware of. Like if somebody dropped their name, you'd know who they're talking about. You may not personally get a one-on-one with them at this point, but you know who they are, but that will change. It's a good card, Doc, but it shows you're reaching your achievements. You wanted to know what the Ten of Cups was all about, and there it is. There it is. But 3 to 5 years from now, looking at really long term as far as love goes, yeah. Things change again. So there you go, Doc. It's all good all the way around. All the way around. Your feeling of achievement, you'll be saying to yourself, I feel like I've achieved everything I wanted to. I feel like I've got it all now. I feel like I've got it all. Yes. But that word achievement is just almost screaming at me here because it's big time achievement. Reaching your dreams and reaching your goals. And it's all from your drive, your personal drive that's gotten you there. So, but I wanted to see long term, right? So what that basically means, yeah, you're going to meet somebody, begin, dating, small short spurts of relationships until the right one comes along, and they will come along, and that will be your long term. But that's a ways down the road. It's a ways down the road. It's about dreams and waiting and enjoying the now. Yes, it is, very much so. I heard a ping. Let me check it out and see if there's somebody waiting. Yes. Margaret. Hi, Margaret. I didn't see you come into the room. Margaret Connolly. If you want to step up front and center and post your question, Margaret, we're ready. Okay, thank you. Do the dates, sister, do the dates that sister and I have chosen for search line up with Spirit and Aunt Becky. I don't quite understand your question. I don't understand the question. I need a little bit more to go on here because I have no clue. I don't know what the dates are that you and your sister have chosen. I don't know what they're for. And I don't know who Becky is. Could you reword it so I get a little more, just a little more to go on here with tarot? Because I don't understand. Somebody else understands it, let me know. Speak up. I don't know what you mean about dates, what you're searching for, and your Aunt Becky. I don't understand. Like I'm in the dark. I just don't want to make any mistakes or misread anything. Okay, Aunt Becky died. All right. What are these dates? Eight, 9, 10, good for search. What does the 8, 9, and 10 stand for? Searching for what? No, there's a lot of readings and people. I don't remember. I go through too many, so it's hard for me to recall. Some readings stick with me, but most do not. Once I'm done, moving on kind of a thing. Do you know what she means by that, Jennifer? Is the 8, 9, 10 good for search? I don't know. Okay, and what's your search? What's the search? 8, 9, and 10 to January. Okay, but what is it? What is this search? Ah, all right. There we go. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got here, Mary Jane. Okay. Well, I think they're looking for some kind of proof of inheritance, and maybe that's what it is. January 8th, 9th, and 10th of January. You had a good memory. I don't. I don't at all, especially lately. Oh my God, I'm an airhead. Space cadet. So we want to know, this has to do for Mary Jane, has to do with her Aunt Becky's passing, insurance, inheritance, this kind of a thing. Something that's going on January 8th, 9th, and 10th. I'm still not sure about that or what that's about. Well, just enlighten me here, Tarot. I can't seem to really catch what's going on. I'm blank on the search too, unless they're looking for inheritance papers, a will. Maybe that's what you're searching for. I don't know why those dates are specific to you either. Not a clue. 8th, 9th, and 10th of January. Not a clue what's going on. None. Okay, you're camping near your old homestead. Or near a old homestead. Okay, we're just going to go through here. We'll see what comes up. Maybe that'll clear the air a bit for me, because I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm pulled into whatever the questions are, because I'm not understanding them. That's funny, mystery. I find I get distracted easy. And if somebody isn't direct with me, especially in chat, ask Jennifer. I kept telling her the other day, you lost me again. I don't know what you're talking about. You lost me again. I have no idea to what you're referring to. You know, so... But again, Mary Jane, we're coming back to the same questions here. What is the 8th, 9th, and 10th of January? What is that about? And what is the search that you're doing? Literally, what is the search? How are you searching? Are you looking for a written will? You're looking for signs from heaven? Because I'm about to cut the deck here. I'm about to cut the deck. There we go. We're going on a wing and a prayer. Let's see what we got. The card is showing you're under a lot of anxiety. You got the 9 of Cards, which is the anxiety card of tarot. It is the anxiety card of tarot. It shows you struggling with something. No, I went too far. Where is it? Shows some sleepless nights. Stomach aches. You get thinking too much and get yourself worked up. Worried. Concerned. The 9 of Swords is the anxiety card of tarot, like I just told you. The card is revealing trouble beneath the surface. It's not apparent to everybody that knows you that there's problems going on. But there's some kind of a upset discord beneath the surface. It's often expressed through dreams, sometimes nightmares. You could have some strange dreams recently. And tarot wants you to ask yourself, what is it that's eating you up? You could be anxious due to pressure. You could be anxious due to overwork. You could be anxious due to a relationship or family issues. Or anxiety could be a pattern for somebody, and maybe that's you. I don't know, but you could be known as a worrier, a natural worrier. People say to you, stop worrying, don't worry, and you're like, I can't help it. I can't help it. Some people are natural worriers. They worry about a lot of things. On a physical level, it could show that you or somebody, they're not sleeping well due to stress and due to overthinking. And I'm getting that with this card. A lot of overthinking going on. Your mind preoccupied with these issues. What ties you up at knots at 3 a.m. always looks smaller in the light of day. So try to keep your perspective when negative thoughts get in the way. Don't let your brain, your thought process, take you and float off into left field somewhere. Remain grounded. Remain with the facts and the knowledge. They're hard, cold facts. They're not assumptions. They're not suppose this or suppose that or assuming this or assuming that. You need to stick. If you stick with the facts of what you have, even if you don't have a lot to go on, there's still the truth. That's the facts. And that's what you have to go on. Outside of that, everything will play itself out in the manner that it should. To go through proper protocols, playing by the rules, following the law, doing things the way they're supposed to be done. You're over planning. There's some stress revolved around this for sure. But yes, when you start to feel overwhelmed, oh, it's never going to happen, or something bad's going to go down. I just know something's going to. When you start doing that, you need to pull yourself back, give yourself a check, straighten out your perspective on this issue of this inheritance. And like I say, you look at the hard, cold facts, dismiss the assumptions, all right? Don't second guess things. You make sure that you back everything up with fact, okay? That's gonna cut Any waiting time for yourself, it's going to cut it down because you're dealing with reality and now you know what's going on. It's going to take this long. Then there's probate court and there's all those other things. That this could be a timely thing. It could take a couple of years before everything goes through. Hi, Bernadette. So the keywords here, things you're going to watch out for, panic attacks. So if you get too overwhelmed, and some of that will be self-induced, you'll be bringing it on yourself, worrying about things that really you shouldn't even be thinking about, you got to do a reality check. But there's fear of this not coming to pass. There's a feeling of guilt here for some reason. Insomnia, nightmares, stress, and just a plain out mental overload, giving yourself almost verge of headaches from thinking too hard and thinking too much. Let's get right down to Aunt Becky's inheritance for you here. And let's get a yes or a no on that from Lilith, is what we'll do. Oh, I'm getting another wave of nausea. Just a minute. Okay, Lilith, this is for Mary Jane. Has to do with her Aunt Becky, who passed away, and an inheritance for Mary Jane and her sister. Will this inheritance come to pass in the favor of Mary Jane and her sister? Inheritance from their Aunt Becky for Mary Jane and her sister. Will this come to pass in their favor? So they're going to be receiving. She's saying yes. Oh, Jesus. When will this come to be? When will it come to pass? We're looking at the next 6 months. Will they receive their inheritance within the next 6-month period? She's saying no, not in 6 months. Longer? Yes, she says longer than that. 12 months. Will they receive their inheritance within the next 12 months? And she's saying yes to that. Could it be sooner? No, it's 12 months. It's 1 year. You've got at least a year to put in. And they definitely are going to receive what's coming to them and what is their inheritance left by their Aunt Becky. Is Aunt Becky in a good place? Is her soul residing in a good place? Is she at peace? Wonderful. Thank you, Lilith. There you go, Mary Jane. There you go. I hope that helped. Yeah. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your donation as well. And I wish you the best of luck on that, but it's coming. It's coming. No, I am not all done. Log me back in. Good heavens. So that's the last reading for there. Where are we at for time? Let me say we're 2 hours, 30 minutes. You know what, Jennifer? Thank you, Mary Jane. Wonderful. Jennifer, let's close. Let's close because I'm not feeling so. I keep getting waves of nausea and it's so slow. Close the donations for tonight. I'm going to even put my cards away right away. I didn't even burn through my candles. I think I need a big glass of ice water. That might make me feel better. Wish like Gravol would kick in. It's not. Yeah, that's it for tonight. It's enough. I'll be back tomorrow night, Sunday night, because I think, we're Saturday, right? I better check. I don't trust my own head anymore. Yes. Tomorrow Sunday, and then I'll be back on Monday as well, according to plan anyway. And we'll try to get some of you taken care of then. Thank you very much, Mystery. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Mary Jane. I appreciate that. I don't even feel like eating right now, but I've got a pita pocket that we bought from Pita Pit on the way home today, and I only ate half of it. That was hours ago. I'm probably going to sit down and eat that. I might get a little bit of movie in. I don't think I can sit there for 2 hours. I'm probably going to bed early. So thanks, Yvonne. Yeah, just waves of nausea. It happened to me last night, too. After the readings, I shut down right in the bathroom. And I didn't actually vomit, but oh my God, the waves. So I don't know. I could be just sitting in front of the screen. Could be my eyes that are causing it. It could be a lot of things, I suppose. But there we go. I want to wish everybody a happy winter's solstice, which is coming up here. Actually, in about an hour for me, a little less than an hour. And of course, if you're celebrating the Christmas and New Year season, from the bottom of my heart, most sincerely to everybody, have the merriest Christmas ever. And I hope that 2020 brings you a fantastic New Year as well. Yeah, I know. I didn't come back, did I? Jennifer, I know. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, dear Lord. Nope. Wait a minute. I'll refresh PayPal. Yeah, somebody else. Okay, Diana Thompson. I'll take this last one and then I'm going to turn her right down. Right off. Hi, Diana, if you want to come front and center here and post your question. Yeah, I'm having some tea. You want a general? Okay. General card. I've already put my cards away. We can get one more off here. One more. This will be the last one. Anybody new coming in on the group here? We're done, eh? This is the last reading for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night and Monday night. This is for Diana. She'd like to have. Hey, JoJo 5144. Merry Christmas to you. Everybody took off pretty much. Almost. General card here for Diane. General card. What do you see coming for Diane? What's coming up? What does she need to be aware of? What does she need heads up on? What can she anticipate? Hi, Sammy. Merry Christmas to you. All right. I'm going to cut right here. Four of Wands. Very nice. Overall meaning is about receiving rewards, being acknowledged, this kind of a thing. Fours are all about stillness, quiet, rest. There's no movement with fours. Not a whole lot of movement with fours. A moment of stillness, of stopping. So, Diana, we're looking here. What's coming forward with the Four of Wands for you, Diana, is when you've achieved a goal. This could include things like finding a new home, completing something that you've been working on. It could be passing a test as well. This is a time for rewards, no matter which way you look at it or which way you paint it. There are rewards coming here. Holidays, socializing, love, and trips away are all featured in this very happy four. And it's bringing you leisure, and it's bringing you a sense of fun and a sense of freedom. That's beautiful. It's also time to get back in touch with your own inner child. Remember how to have fun again. Remember how to play. Remember the joy and feel the joy, the laughter, the energy of being carefree, not a trouble in the world. I have no worries, kind of a thing. I just want to enjoy this time. You're being encouraged. Try to find your inner child. Find the purity of joy. Celebrate the joy of life. As you find contentment within, you'll sense the closeness of your own spirit guides, Diana. And another meaning is reflecting on happy memories. The advice of this card, Diana, is to be carefree while you can and replenish your mind, replenish your soul, your spirit, because you deserve this. And your keywords are balance and love, contentment, freedom, openness, travel, and the possibilities of a new home. That's a beautiful card for you, Diana. That's a beautiful card. Beautiful. It brings a lot of good things your way. This is a downtime for your spirit. And this is for you and for only you. This is a very personal thing for you. What you're going through inside, it's all good. But this is just for you. Your sense of freedom. I can relax now. I can be calmer now. I can let things go. I don't have to worry. You're enjoying being in the moment. In those good moments, you enjoy being in the moment. So, yeah, great card here for you. Beautiful. But it's going to be a stress-free moments here for you. There's no stress. There's no expectations. You get to feel like a kid again, we might say. Okay, thank you very much, Diana. Oh my gosh, Jenna. Okay, Jenna. Make your donation, and if you could, like, make it kind of quick, because I got to get off here. I don't mean to be, I don't know how to say that without sounding rude. I don't mean to be rude at all. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow night and Monday night as well, Jenna. Okay, I'm going to get off before, because there are other people. Donations, readings are closed for the night for those that are just joining us. I'll be back tomorrow evening, anytime between 7, 8 o'clock, in about there. And I want to wish everybody, if you guys don't come back and if I don't see you, please enjoy and indulge. Enjoy the Christmas spirit, if you so celebrate Christmas. And tonight is winter solstice. May you all be blessed and enlightened with the new turn as well. And the best in 2020. Wishing the best for everybody. Everybody's excited about 2020, those even numbers, right? So we'll see what's going to come out. Thank you very much for being here. And if you're so tense, you can come back tomorrow evening or Monday night. Then I'm going to be taking a few days off for the Christmas celebrations. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Please keep the peace in so you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Coming to you from Chance Harbor, New Brunswick, Canada, right on the Bay of Fundy, home to the highest tides in the world. I'm wishing you all the best of the best of the best. May you all find peace and love in your heart. Be worry-free for a bit, be able to come up for air and be able to breathe and enjoy just being. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope so, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Your presence, your donations, your support is deeply, deeply, deeply appreciated. Thank you so, so much. You guys make my life that much better. Goodbye for now.